Hello YouTube friends, welcome to another day with us, Ryan and Jessica at RV Destinations Unknown. We are so glad that you're with us here today because we are going to do something extremely fun, at least in our opinion.
I'm excited.
Something we've never done before. We are going to ride the Cog Railroad up Pikes Peak, and you are going to be there with us.
Whoop, whoop.
So come on, let's head into the train depot and let's get on this Cog Railroad. All right, friends, how cool is this? We are going inside the Cog Railroad depot. Let's head in and board the train. All right, friends, so we just boarded the Cog Railroad. We're in our seats. Check it out. So it's about an hour drive to the summit, and our conductor just informed us that the temperature with the wind chill is -2 degrees. Yes, -2. So we are so glad that we prepared. We brought beanie hats, thermals. I think we're more prepared than some of the other people here. Few things to know. Boost oxygen's recommended. You can pick those cans up at Walmart. They're pretty cheap, as well as water. The Cog Railroad does not allow any other drinks outside of water, so we're glad we brought some. We're gonna let the train finish boarding, and then as we get going, we'll be back so that you can join us on the Cog Railroad. All right, friends, so we just heard from our conductor, and we are 1 minute from departure. We are so excited that you're here with us. If you're new to our channel, make sure to subscribe above. If you're liking the content, give us a thumbs up and leave us some comments in the box below. We look forward to answering all of those and hearing from you. We'll see you on our journey. All right, YouTube friends, we are off of the Cog Railroad train and we are at the summit. What we were told when we boarded is the current temperature is -2 degrees. Wind is, I think they said right around 80 miles an hour, something like that. So a bit windy, right? We did have a chance to meet the conductor, Kevin. We're gonna chat with him, kind of interview him for you guys so that you can get a little info about the Cog Railroad, some history. He's gonna take care of some of the things that he needs to get done, administrative duty wise, and then he's gonna come find us and we'll get an interview with him. So welcome to the channel.
Please dress warmly if you come up here because it is a little chilly out.
Absolutely. So welcome to the channel. If you're new to us, we are RV Destinations Unknown. This is Ryan and Jessica. Make sure to subscribe above. Give us a thumbs up if you like it. I'm gonna put some gloves on and we're gonna show you around a little bit. So a few bits of information. During the pandemic when the Cog Railroad was closed, they actually took that time to do some remodeling, do some investment. Kevin, our conductor, said they invested $100 million into remodeling the Cog Railroad. So what that meant was they actually replaced all the ties, replaced the rails, gave it a good overhaul, new rock under the foundation of the tracks. They actually purchased 3 new Cog Railroad trains. So yeah, this has had a complete overhaul, and we are the first to be on it. It is now up and running and back open.
And they say they will be it's going to be running for the next 130 years.
Yes.
They say with all the remodeling. So there's plenty of time to come on this Cog Road.
Indeed. So that's some tidbit. You can drive up to the summit. If you don't know much about Pikes Peak, it is a 14er, which means it is above 14,000 elevation. You can drive up here when the road is open. It is a toll road. Otherwise, you got to take Cog. So we are about to go into the Pikes Peak Summit Center. We're gonna go inside, see what it's all about. Hopefully we can get some good views for you. And then we'll find Kevin and get him interviewed so that you guys can have some info about Pikes Peak and the Cog Railroad. So let's go inside. All right, so we are inside the Summit Center. I will say it's much warmer in here.
There's a cafe and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna give you kind of a 360 swing around, just kind of show you what all is here, what all there is to see. So, as you can see, it's newly remodeled. You know, this is brand new, beautiful on the inside, has cafe. You can see the full view. This is definitely something worth coming to. So, a little bit about purchasing your tickets. It's $75. Tickets are required in advance to ride the Cog Railroad, and it is assigned seating. It's kind of like choosing airplane seats. You have to pick out where you're going to sit. I would highly recommend the further in advance, the better. Because if you can get window seats, that's where you want to be. You're going to be able to see stuff. The seats are arranged so that they face each other. So when you're booking your tickets, make sure that you're selecting appropriately. If you have a group, you want to make sure that you're in a section where you're facing each other. So we're going to do some exploring around. We're so glad that you're here with us. Let's go check some things out. So one of the cool things that they have here is a little walk-through tour museum, I guess you would say. So we're going to walk through, and I'm going to take you along with us. Let's go check it out, see what it's all about.
To ring in the new year with an impressive display of fireworks. It wasn't the only annual event to take root. 26 turns in a race to the top. In 1956, Pikes Peak became host to an annual ascent and marathon on the Bar Trail, Pikes Peak cycling hill climb on the Pikes Peak Highway.
How cool is that? You know, it's just a bit of history that you'll find here at the Cog Railroad, and it's definitely worth coming to check out for sure. So let's go back outside and let's see some views. Oh my gosh, the wind is incredible. That's the first thing I'll say. But look at these views. Holy cow, it's a very foggy day. There's some snowflakes falling, but yeah, I think visibility is going to be near zero. I don't think we're going to be able to see anything. Let's try walking over here and let's take a look, kind of see what we find. I would say if this is the only thing that you get to do while in Colorado Springs, it's well worth it. You know, I would say the Cheyenne Zoo and probably the Pikes Peak Cog Railroad are really the two things that you're going to want to do. So if you look, there's our train. This is the main road. This is where the main road ends and the parking lot is. And yeah, unfortunately, visibility is near zero, but that's totally fine. You know, we're out here. I will say it does not feel like -2, and thankfully the wind is intermittent. But I do want to show you this this beautiful monument here. You know, I am glad that history takes time to leave monuments like this so that the younger generation can come along and understand, you know, hey, here's why we're here, here's what's going on, you know, this is why this is important. Yeah, so what we're gonna do now is we're actually going to head back to the train. We're going to try to find the conductor, Kevin, and get a good interview in before everybody starts boarding and the train gets real noisy. So let's head over there and do that, shall we? All right, so we stumbled upon the gift shop. So we're going to kind of show you the gift shop, show you around just a little bit, just so you can see, you know, how nice this place is. This place, like I said, is newly remodeled. It is a fabulous place. You're definitely going to want to come check this out if you're in Colorado Springs. Viewers, I have Kevin with us. He's our conductor, and he's going to tell you guys a little bit about the Cog Railroad and a little bit of history. So, Kevin?
Well, the Cog Railway has been in operation since June 30th, 1891. That's when the first train departed Manitou Springs en route to the summit of Pikes Peak. It's been in operation since that time. It was in continuous operation up to October of 2017.
Wow.
Then we shut down through the spring of 2021. During that time frame, they spent $100 million to remodel this rail line. That means we replaced all the track, ballast, and rails from the depot to the summit. That's an 8.9-mile track. They also remodeled our depot, and they purchased 3 new trains. One of them was we were riding on today. What that did, that gave us the ability to function for another 130 years.
Wow.
There is only one other Cog Railway currently in operation in the United States. It's in New Hampshire. It's on Mount Washington, and it doesn't go as high or as long as we traveled with ours today here.
Wow.
Now, this railway was initially started by a gentleman known as Zalman Simmons. He came up here back in 1880 on a donkey checking resistors for the telegraph line that he was installed up here. He got up here and was just so amazed he had to figure out how to get this line up here. Went back to Kenosha, Wisconsin, raised $1.5 million, came back up here, they bought the land, developed it, and that's when they started the train. He kept control of the Cog Railway until 1926 when he sold it to a gentleman by the name of Spencer Penrose. Mr. Spencer Penrose is the original owner, builder, and designer of the Broadmoor Hotel.
Wow.
This is a 5-star, 5-diamond hotel that is still in operation in El Paso County today. There's many things named in El Paso County after Mr. Penrose. We've been underneath the Broadmoor's umbrella since that time.
Wow. That is impressive. And what's the elevation here at Pikes Peak?
We are at 14,115 feet. When we left the depot, we were at 6,500.
Holy cow. And where's Pikes Peak's range in the 14ers?
There are 53 mountains in Colorado that are over the elevation of 14,000 feet. The highest mountain in Colorado is Mount Elbert.
Okay.
It's up near Leadville, Colorado. Has an altitude of 14,440 feet. Out of those 53 mountains, Pikes Peak is rated 30th in that list.
Wow. Hey, thank you so much. Anything else that you'd like to tell our viewers?
No, if you want a great view and a great time, come visit the Cog Railway.
Awesome.
Manitou Springs, Colorado.
Absolutely. Well, hey, thank you so much for your time.
You're more than welcome.
We look forward to the journey down. All right, so here we are. We're getting back on the train. I just want to show you just a little bit of what the train looks like. Definitely a very cool train, very cool experience. Here's our friends that maybe did not dress the best, right? How was it out there, -2?
It was cold.
A little bit of cold, right? They're from Texas. I mean, what are you gonna do, right? All right, let's get seated and we'll be back down the mountain. Kevin, what makes this train different from a standard train? Why is it a cog railroad?
Well, standard train only has 2 rails, the outside T rails. We have a 3rd rail, we call it the rack rail, it has teeth on it. That's what our cog wheels underneath all this equipment line up with. That gives us the ability to be pulled up the mountain and come back down the mountain.
Awesome. Hey,
Right?
thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
All right, people, so we hope that you enjoyed our Cog Railroad trip. Absolutely fun. Kevin is a blast. You know, he's the conductor on our train, and boy, was he worth having as your conductor. Definitely something worth coming to. I will say, dress warm, bring lots of water, boost oxygen can be your friend if you're really susceptible to high altitudes. Otherwise, this is a fun event. Make sure to book your tickets well in advance. That is a hot commodity here in Colorado Springs, is the Cog Railroad, and it is owned by the Broadmoor. So if you want to stay at a 5 Diamond hotel, hey, the Broadmoor is there. The last I heard, the rooms are going for $600 to $1,200 a night. So we hope that you enjoyed your experience with us, and we'll see you at our next adventure.